touchdown out is Prater to kick. This is T.J. Logan to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Seven, our score after 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Locke. That ball nearly intercepted, but could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A handoff for Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Second down and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Travis Etienne.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And now here's a carry heading left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Murray now. Flush to his right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Murray. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Murray. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Here's Etienne. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray from midfield. Finding Ertz again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Murray to air it out again. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 21. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Murray.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lock to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw away. There's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the out, watch the out. Take off, take off, take off. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Broncos, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.